Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about measurement of displacement using rotary variable differential transformer, that is RVDT. So let us see what is RVDT, what is rotary variable differential transformer. So we can say that it is one kind of electromechanical transducer used to give the linear output which is proportional to the input angular displacement. The main function of RVDT is to detect the angular displacement and convert it into an electrical signal. Both the RVDT and LVDT workings are similar, but LVDT employs the flexible iron core for displacement measurement, whereas in the RVDT employs a CAM type core. This core will turn among the two windings of the transformer using the shaft. Now let us see the construction of RVDT. RVDT transducer has two windings similar to normal transformers such as primary winding and two secondary windings as shown in the following RVDT diagram. Here in diagram we can see that there is one primary winding and an AC source is connected with that primary winding. The CAM type shaft, or we can say CAM type core, is connected with the shaft, and there is two secondary windings S1 and S2. The output voltage of secondary winding S1, which is ES1, and secondary winding S2, which is ES2. And there is a differential connection between two secondary windings, so we can say that E0 is equal to ES1 minus ES2. Further, we can say that two windings of the transformer wounded where the two secondary windings have an equivalent number of windings. These are located on both sides of primary winding of the transformers. A CAM formed a magnetic core which is made with a soft iron is coupled to a shaft. This core can be twisted among the windings. The construction of both the RVDT and LVDT are similar, but the main difference is the shape of the core in transformer windings. This core will turn between the two windings of the transformer due to the shaft. Now let us see the working of RVDT. The typical RVDTs are linear over a plus 40 or minus 40 degrees. Sensitivity is about 2 mV to 3 mV per degree of rotation, and the input voltage range is 3 volt RMS at frequency ranges from 400 Hz to 20 kHz. Based on the movement of the shaft in the transformer, the three conditions will be produced, such as when the core is at null position, when the core rotates in clockwise direction, and when the core rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. So let us see the case number 1, when the core is at null position. In the first condition, when the shaft is placed at a null position, then the induced EMF in the secondary windings are similar through reversing phases. Thus the differential output potential will be 0 and the condition will be E1 is equal to E2. So we can say that E0 is equal to E1 minus E2, so E0 is equal to 0. So for the first case, when the core is at null position, at that time the output voltage of secondary, or we can say output voltage of RVDT is 0. Now let us see the case number 2, when the core rotates in clockwise direction. In the second condition, when the shaft rotates in the direction of the clockwise, more section of the core will enter across the secondary winding 1. Right? So we can say that therefore the induced EMF across the secondary winding 1 is higher than the secondary winding 2. Hence the differential output potential is positive and the condition will be E1, or we can say ES1 is greater than ES2. So E0 is equal to E1 minus E2. Here E1 is higher than E2, so we can say that E0 is equal to positive. So when the core rotates in the clockwise direction, the output of RVDT is positive. Now let us see the case number 3, when the core rotates in anti-clockwise direction. In the third condition, when the shaft rotates in the direction of anti-clockwise, more section of the core will be entered across the secondary winding 2. Thus the induced EMF across the secondary coil 2 is higher than the secondary coil 1. Hence the differential output potential is negative, that means 180 degree phase shift, and the condition will be E1 less than E2. So E0 is equal to E1 minus E2. So E1 is lesser than E2. So here E0 is equal to E1 minus E2. So we can say that E0 is negative. That means when the core rotates in anti-clockwise direction, our output voltage of RVDT E0 is negative. Now let us see some of the advantages of RVDT. The consistency of RVDT is high. The exactness of RVDT is high. The lifespan is long. The performance is repeatable. The construction is compact and strong. Low cost. Resolution is infinite. Linearity is excellent. A wide range of dimensions. Now let us see the disadvantages of RVDT. The output of RVDT is linear, about plus 40 or minus 40 degrees, so it restricts the usability. The contact among the measuring exteriors as well as the nozzle is not possible for all time. Now let us see some of the application of RVDT. Actuators for controlling flight as well as engine, fuel valve as well as hydraulics, brake with cable system, modern machine tools, nose wheel steering system, weapon and torpedo system, engine fuel control system, aircraft and avionics system, engines bleed air system, robotics. These are some of the application of RVDT.